Today I'm going to be doing the first, parts install video that I've ever done. I have a few clip-ons and petrol tank and a few grips and stuff to do. And I've already done the windscreen. I had a full tinted one on, but I prefer clear. I think they just look so much better. It gives it a proper race bike type vibes. Of course WRS as well. And I installed this exhaust then. I didn't bother making a video about it because I just wanted to get it on and turn the bike on and listen to it. So got that obviously installed as well. More carbon fibre, so that was nice. And it does look beautiful. It's not been run yet to get any coloration in it yet. But it'll get there. I got blanking plates as well for the mirrors, because I took the mirrors off when I was at the track day. Never put them on again, to be honest with you. So I'll probably start easy and go to the petrol cap first. I have Spider Racing in here. Actually, I think they're all Spider Racing, apart from the grips, which are Domino. I was going to go do the blue, but everyone who has a CBR seems to just do the blue. So I went with black and grey. The grey should be settled enough that you won't really notice it, but at least you get the Domino logos on it. A few other little parts as well. I got clip-ons, I'll be installing them as well. And the rest I'll get into. See if I can set this up now so it's not going to fall over. The bike is getting dynoed next weekend, so I should have it back on Tuesday. This one already had the fake carbon fibre stickers on it when I got it. Look at that. That's some beautiful machining work right there. Spider Racing logo, of course. I think my track bike only has some eBay one. Can't say I've ever spent this much money on the gas cap. Well, hey, look. I'll have to figure out how to use it now. Simple push in. And twist. Oh, and I already opened these because, look at this machining on these. Next up, I'll have to take off this nut to take off the top clamp, to then slide off the clip-ons, because the stock ones are just one single piece. And then undo this, take off the grip, take off the brake lever guard, and then should be good. I just find if you get a little Allen key, if you just put it in on this end first, and then put WD-40 or contact cleaner up there, and then go in this way, roll it back, it'll do the same. That'll be another video, I'd say, for doing this whole front section here. So for now I'll just leave it. I'm going to move on to the rear wheel, because I got some new stuff for this. And that would be these in here. Captive wheel spacers. And these ones, they label all theirs, which is handy. And the ones I've gotten, they're just plain, So putting them on because easier wheel changes. And then we also got these axle sliders. Lovely Spider Racing logo on them. So yeah, as you can see, these are the OEM ones, they trying to just fall out. Whereas these are actually really light in comparison as well. Look at them. Alright, rear, right, and rear left. This one's obviously the rear left, as you can tell. Same size as the other OEM one, but look, it has a little lip on it. Right here. Whereas this one, it doesn't, it's just flat. So with the lip, it'll catch onto your seal around the bearing. Like that. And now it's in. Like you have to pull it out if you want it to get out. So that's grand. Also, don't judge the wheel, state of the wheels. I haven't watched this thing in a while because it's been sitting in the shed. I went out on Christmas Day on it, so. Again, same. Take this one out. No lip on it. And this one has a lip. And just says rear right. Because there's the brake this side, so it's on the right hand side of the bike. Just kind of maneuver it in there. That one's a bit of a looser fit, but it doesn't matter, it's still holding, look. And these also have chamfered edges, if you can see. So it kind of guides it in over the top of it. Whereas the OEM one, it's just flat. It's just handy, you know. Right here, look. Screwdriver in the little. And then watch the axle. It'll just pull itself forward. Two clicks, done. Alright, off camera I kind of just installed these as well. Spider axle sliders. They just kind of pop in, but put some Loctite on them anyway. You don't want adhesive Loctite now, like bare Loctite, or put in some like dual compound glue type stuff, you know. I'll see how they set anyway overnight. If not, I'll get some 2-part glue or whatever and properly stick them in. I think I'll just stick the front one on myself now without the camera, and then that'll be me finished for today. And yeah, the next video then will be about the grips, clip-ons and all that. So yeah, summary of mods so far. She's looking well, I think, anyway. Alright, so I believe the first part of this video, part 1, well, I was supposed to do part 1 and part 2 or whatever and do the whole install video of all the parts I got on, but I did, I think, some of the little easy parts like the axle slider and captive spacers and all that type of stuff, but the bike went to the dyno or whatever, so I was kind of just rushed through and I got the clip-ons all done and have them all set up. So that's the spider racing on now, as you can see. And I got the domino grips onto them as well, and the same for the other side. And then that also has the spider brake lever guard on it as well. And I actually didn't realise, or well, I didn't take into account the fact that the OEM style lever on the Fireblade, it's a Brembo one as well, but the lever is actually longer than the RCS 19, which I have had on the other bikes I've owned on the track bike. So it just about has clearance, if you can see that. but it's never going to hit it because the brake lever guard's nice and solid there. And then as well, when you're doing this for the SP version of this bike, you've obviously your electronic suspension. These two things are just the holders, whatever, for the plugging them into the rest of the bike. But on the OEM clip-ons, they actually have a threaded hole there for putting those the wires onto. So I just had to move them up onto the triple clamp, so they're out of the way. Like, it doesn't look too bad either. You kind of have a little bit of your screen covered, but you should be able to see everything, like the important parts, like the rev counter and speed and all that, and the gear indicator. Like, that'd be massive anyway. And then just for the brake fluid as well, I had to move that because it was on the clip-on as well. It had another blind hole in it, so I just made up a little bracket, like an L bracket or whatever, just painted it a colour or whatever, matte black. There was no gloss, so that's on it now, and that's grand. Like, it's a tight enough clearance on it, but it's not actually hitting anything, which is fine. And even like if it shakes or whatever, it still doesn't have any fear of hitting something, so that's alright then. Anyway, the results from the dyno, because I only picked it up yesterday from getting it tuned in North Dublin Motorcycles. Steve over there is great with all the bikes, like, he knows what he's at. So this came in at a 205.7, and like this engine, I think, was it 19,000 kilometers, something like that on it. It's like, it's well on, like, in terms of age and looking for the maximum amount of performance out of it. And I needed to get a new air filter for it as well, so it was running on whatever air filter I have in and now, like the OEM one, but it's been in there a while. So 205.7 was crank, and then it's 198 point something, I can't remember, to the rear wheel, which is pretty decent. So I put in the new air filter, I should get whatever the extra 4 odd horsepower out of it, or something, 3 horsepower, so it should be over 200 anyway. So I'd be happy enough with that anyway, because I don't know, it's only a road bike that I only bring to the track occasionally. Again, I have a dedicated track bike, so this doesn't really need to be on the track the whole time. And it's an expensive track bike, you know. I have a cheaper bike. So yeah, that's all the progress updates for the Fireblade so far. And to be fair, I don't even know what much more I could do to it. Like, bar getting like lighter wheels and all that for it, but I don't think I'd be bothered. Like, there's nothing wrong with them in their stock form. Could do the wash, to be fair. Fingerprints all over it. Actually, yeah, I do have one more thing coming, but it has to be made, so I'm gonna wait and let that come and see what happens. Another little piece as well I installed is the shift lever support. I only got that from HRP. They're a German company. I actually didn't really hear about them until recently enough. I don't know if you heard of Mendes on YouTube. He's got his Fireblade off them, and he was showing off parts and stuff that they put on, and I just looked into the website of them, and yeah, that was on it anyway. And like, versus the R1 I had before this, like, I think I prefer the R1's gearbox than the Fireblade's gearbox, but I put that on maybe just to see if it give a bit more positive shifts or something. Oh, it's worth trying. It's not a whole pile of money, and if it feels better, like, why not? So yeah, I'll take a picture of the dynograph anyway, or whatever. And like, it's a beautiful straight line, so it is the whole way up. And we got a bit more torque now down low. I think about 12 newton meters or something. And like, it's not whole pal, but you'd feel it when you're riding the bike, because you can't go wrong with a bit of torque, you know. So yeah, that's her fully back now in the garage at home. She's looking well, I think, anyway. Like, they're a good looking bike, the Fireblades, especially these new ones. Especially in the sunlight, like look at the blue on it. It's just gorgeous.